What's good, YouTube? It's your girl ShawniiEcho, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is ShawniiEcho. I am a singer, songwriter, dancer, actress, full-time YouTuber who loves making content for you. So if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another upload. If you are returning, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate you.
Welcome to Sessions with Shawnii. Where I share with you the lessons life has taught me. Welcome to Sessions with Shawnii. Helping you along my self-care journey.
So today we are going to talk about the thin line between protecting yourself and having trust issues. That's something I've been battling with a lot, okay? A lot. If that's something that you are struggling with, continue watching. Without further ado, let's get to it! Alright, so first off, shout out to my sis for the shirt. Thank you. That's cute. Anyways, I choose to trust people for the most part off bat, meaning I'm gonna trust you and give you the benefit of the doubt until you give me a reason not to. Now, I know other people be like, you gotta earn that, boo-boo. You gotta earn that, boo-boo. When it comes to like relationships and friendships, it's just a difficult battle of like holding on to this level of defense because of the previous things that you've gone through. So it makes it difficult for you to like trust and go into situations giving everybody their fair share of like a fresh start and benefit of the doubt. So I want to talk about that today because I don't have an issue with that. But then when I go and get my feelings hurt and be like, I can't believe, niggas be like, you stupid, because why you couldn't believe? Like, why didn't you know that? Like, duh. And I'd be like, duh, what? So let me just like back it up. I was having a discussion with my best friend, her husband, and my ex. And we went to dinner and we were discussing like, I guess it turned into a discussion about how I hold people to like this high standard. And pretty much what I took away from the conversation is you can listen to what people have to say or what they tell you, but it's not healthy for you to just trust it off bat and just go based off of a person's word. And so for me, that just seems like real unhealthy, because it's like at that point, you have nothing to look forward to. If every time somebody tells you something, you like, I believe it when I see it type thing, then you have nothing to look forward to. It's like you automatically putting this negative energy in the air of like, you're not really gonna do what you're saying you're gonna do. I can't trust you to do that. And it's just like, what has a person done to you for you to do that? Now, granted, you will build that because of the fact that you might have been done wrong in the past and you're trying to protect yourself and defend yourself. But why are you defending yourself from a person who has not showed themselves to be a threat to you? But at the same time, I understand the other side of it is like, I'm not gonna allow you to even get my hopes up or for me to be sad because I didn't expect for you to do nothing anyways. So if you do something right, cool, kudos to you. But if you don't, nigga, I didn't have my hopes up. So I understand it, but I just feel like that's like a dark place to be in for the long term. So I felt like real out of place having that conversation because I could tell that there was some level of disappointment built up from an early stage. Like they were probably used to somebody telling them they was gonna do something and not coming through. Whether that's your daddy about to come pick you up, your uncle said he was gonna give you this, your friend said they was gonna do that for you and they did it, and now you like, yeah, you know, I believe it when I see it type thing. And for me, I didn't grow up with that experience. Like somebody said they was gonna do something for me, they did it. So I don't automatically go into a situation like, you know, you gotta prove yourself to me. And so I don't know the line. if you go into a situation not willing to give a person the benefit of the doubt, then you can't really have any expectations. And who wants to live life and not feel comfortable expecting something? I expect for a person to be honest with me. I expect for a person to be transparent with me. I expect for a person to seek to understand, to communicate, to inform me of when their mind has changed, when they've given me their word that they can't pull through on those things. And when a person does not meet my expectations, it could be very hurtful. But coming from the place of the conversation I was having, it's just like, well, you shouldn't have expected it anyways. And it's just like, why? Aren't we supposed to be able to build trust? So, I am going to expect these things. And if you want me to trust you, you should be able to meet those. And if I can't hold you to a certain standard, I kind of don't want to deal with you, because then you're not reliable. Or show me you're not reliable, and then I won't have expectations. But for me to go in with every situation and be like, you're automatically unreliable and I automatically can't trust you until you prove otherwise, I think is a backwards way of thinking. I could be wrong. I could be I've been told I'm naive and too trustworthy all the time. So I would love to know in the comment section below, do you guys feel like it's a good thing to go in and not have expectations of people, because it's just like, you ain't finna hurt my feelings? Or do you think it's worth taking the risk and truly being yourself, truly being transparent, truly being open, and then when a person does meet that expectation, you're happy? You know what I'm saying? It's like a 50-50, but I'd rather have hope than to go into a situation with a negative energy, a negative connotation about what you're not going to do until you prove it. I just feel like that's so unhealthy, and that's nothing to look forward to. So I want to kind of talk about the benefit of the doubt. When do you or when do you not decide to give a person the benefit of the doubt? I feel like a person should automatically start out with the benefit of the doubt. At some point, you're attracted to a person for whatever reason, you should be able to go ahead and grant them that trust. If you are talking to somebody, you already feel like, I don't know, why are you talking to them? I feel like that's the least you can do is give a person a benefit of the doubt. And I feel like you're not giving them the benefit of the doubt if you automatically go into a situation on guard and not trusting them. It's not fair to them, because you're not allowing a person to show and prove anything different. Understand that trusting a person is risky, but that's what it entails. A lot of reward doesn't come without a risk. And so yes, there is a risk that you can get your heart broken, your feelings hurt, but there's also a risk of scaring people away, not building a genuine foundation because of the fact that you're going into a situation not trusting a person, and you're just trying to protect yourself from something that has not threatened you yet. I really don't think that it's in anybody's best interest to go into any relationship, whether that's a friendship or actual romantic situation, with trust issues. I think that you should allow a person to be themselves and allow the time for them to showcase to you who they are, how they operate. A big key factor in knowing whether or not you can trust someone is them being consistent. You have to give a person time to be consistent. Ask questions and pay attention to behavior. That's the biggest thing that helps me in understanding. So I've learned to ask questions and pay attention to behaviors. And I'll even follow up hey, I asked you this, but then, when this happened, your answer wasn't consistent with what you said you would do when this happened. I'll be trying to figure stuff out. A person will forget what they said to you about who they are when you're asking questions and getting to know a person. But their actions in certain situations are not usually, when it's them being in their natural state, that's going to tell you everything you need to know, especially over time. So I just say, go into a situation being open-minded and willing to just let a person show you who they are, and don't be so hell-bent on a person being perfect, because if that's the case, you're not gonna be able to trust nobody because you want everything to be perfect, and that's an unrealistic expectation. It's also not healthy to have like unrealistic expectations, because a lot of the times we think it's like not okay or not safe to trust somebody because you've been disappointed. And it's unrealistic to think that you're not going to be disappointed by a person when all of us are human and all of us make mistakes, and none of us have the capability of being perfect. And I think sometimes it takes for one or two things to happen, and it's just like, oh, I can't trust you, I can't rely on you, I can't count on you to be there, do this, or come through because of XYZ. And I think that when we have realistic expectations from people, then the trust situation won't be so like detrimental. And I think that another reason why I have an issue with the mindset of like it's not safe, it's not okay to trust anyone, is I live by the motto of treat people the way you want to be treated. And there's been so many times I've gotten into situations where a person doesn't trust me and has no reason to, and that is like so offensive to me. Like, I am so transparent, open, honest, and just like out there, and sometimes I tell people stuff I didn't have to tell you that. Like, if I didn't say nothing, you just wouldn't know. And so for a person to come into a situation automatically deciding not to trust me is very hurtful. And because I understand what that feels like, I don't do that to people. I feel like trust has levels, and the more consistent you are, the more deep and grounded that trust gets. There are certain things people do at a very early stage that showcase to you that you can't trust them. And again, if they've shown you something like that says red flag, don't trust me, cool, you got your reason now. But just going to a situation not trusting a person is just like not okay. It's not okay. I would love to hear you guys' point of view on this discussion, and if you have a topic you want to talk about or break down, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to hear it, talk about it, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff with you guys. If you made it this far into the video, you obviously, you know what I'm saying, like me or what I'm talking about. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and I will see you next time.